The women of the Plateau region were responsible for making all the clothing for their families. Their clothes were made of tanned hides, grasses, and softened bark. The most common animal hides used for clothing were muskrat, beaver, and deerskin. The men wore leggings that were either made from animal hide or grasses. They wore shirts that were usually made out of animal skins, and in some groups, like the Kutuna Aksa, decorated their shirts with long fringes. Plateau men also wore breechcloths and moccasins. The women wore skirts or dresses. Dresses were often decorated with beadwork and long fringes. It was common to paint clothing with designs that symbolized an object, place, or event. For example, the images on this young girl's dress were painted to tell a story. The red ochre lines drawn along the seams were good luck. A red cross represented the sun. A blue circle represented the clouds. The red dots represented the stars. The women also wore moccasins. People used beads to decorate a lot of their clothing. Most of the beads were made out of soapstone. They also decorated their clothing with paint. Usually, they used geometric patterns to represent different things, such as blue squares represent a lake, red lines represented the earth. Since winters were very cold in the Plateau region, they needed to make clothes that would keep them warm. They used thicker animal skins and animal furs to add extra warmth to their clothing. Thicker leather pants were worn during the winter. An animal skin or fur hat was used as protection against the cold. Dresses were used to represent a person's status within the community. The more elaborate headdresses for ceremonies were made with feathers and beads.